Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today is the weekly Star Wars recap for April 6, 2020. So yeah. Uh, yeah, uh, shitty week, past week, with everything going on and whatnot. Um, starting off the episode, yeah, more a bit of a downer, but, dialect coach Andrew Jack, who worked on several of the recent Star Wars films as a dialect coach and starred in them, passed away due to COVID-19. So yeah, very unfortunate there. But like I said, he also, other than just being a dialect coach, starred in The Force Awakens, Last Jedi. And The Last Jedi as Major Callan Emmett, um, which obviously more of a background character, but in The Last Jedi, he, when outside in Crate, when the Resistance fighters are in the trench, there's one guy like licks it and talks about salt, but that's not him, but you know, he's a guy who like, gets out in the trench and looks with the binoculars and whatnot. So yeah, and he also did the voice of Moloch in Solo. So yeah, and he was working on the Batman 4. He unfortunately passed away, but yeah, this all sucks right now. Yeah. Anyways, let's jump into the other stuff there is to talk about. Um, so yeah, now it's what I would normally do at the start, the new releases. Which there was two last week. I guess three. There's this the, Star Wars Kids YouTube channel. There's the Galaxy Adventures stuff, but there's also a series called Roll Out, which the characters look like BB-8. It's kind of weird, but yeah, they've been releasing those too. I honestly, even though I've been going on the channel, watched the new Galaxy Adventures episodes, didn't even notice them. So yeah, maybe next week if there's nothing to talk about, then I'll talk about them. Watch all the episodes and then talk about them. But yeah, anyways, I guess I'll start off with Galaxies of Adventures. There's a new one titled Rey and Finn versus Kylo Ren, which adapts their fight from the end of The Force Awakens and some other scenes from The Force Awakens, featuring Finn and Rey. When they meet on Jakku and they fly the Falcon. Yeah, it was fine. The actual lightsaber battle between Rey and Kylo, there really wasn't much to it, but I enjoyed it if it was longer and had more of that. But the Galaxy Adventure stuff, it's obviously kind of whatever, but the art style and whatnot, I really like, so I watch it for that. So yeah, yeah. Anyways, the next release was the Clone Wars Season 7, Episode 7, Dangerous Debt, which I enjoyed that episode. So yeah, we'll see what happens in next week's episode, which is titled Together Again, which comes out April 10th, 2020. So yeah, ending this arc and kind of leading into the Siege of Mandalore. Because the description is that Ahsoka has an unstartling discovery or something like that. I forget exactly, but I'm gonna assume she comes in contact with Bo-Katan. So yeah, and right now that's the only release I know is going to be coming out. Dr. Aphra 2020 issue 1 or Dr. Aphra Volume 2 issue 1 and Bounty Hunters issue 3 are currently slated for release on April 8th, 2020, but I'm not sure if they will be coming out. Dr. Aphra issue 1 was supposed to come out last week, but they delayed that. all the Star Wars Adventures comics have also been delayed, which we'll get into that in a second. But yeah, and the Doctor Aphra comic was kind of pushed back. It's kind of weird. Who knows? Maybe uh, they will actually come out. Obviously, if they do, it'll be digital only. But yeah. I guess I'll just get into the IDW Adventures series. Comics being pushed back, but they're being pushed back because of COVID-19, and the reason is so that they can release on digital and in physical format for comic shops and that kind of stuff, because obviously comic book stores are, I guess you could say, a dying business. So obviously a lot of that kind of stuff is starting to die off more and more with the rise of digital comics or books or movies or video games, and Amazon, online shopping and all of that. So yeah, and it's comic stores. A lot of people go and buy singular issues. So yeah, and whatnot. Obviously, I'm part of the problem. I really don't buy physical issues. So yeah, but this stuff has been delayed is all 5 issues of the Clone Wars Battle Tales, issue 32 of Adventures, and then the first 2 issues of the Adventures relaunch. So the first issue of Battle Tales will now come out June 3rd, but then issues 25 or 25 2 through 5 and Adventures issue 32 and the first 2 issues of the relaunch will now all come out June 24th. So there's a lot of Star Wars stuff coming out then. What else comes out that day? Issue 7 of the main Star Wars line also comes out that day. Right now, at least. So that would be 8 issues come out all on that same day and that week. I believe also Shadowfall comes out too, the Alphabet Squadron sequel. So lots of stuff will be coming out that day. But yeah, now on to the title story. There's some character images and details released for some of the characters will be in some of the upcoming stories. For the High Republic, I worded that very bad. So yeah, but new characters from the High Republic. Some of them we already knew, some of them we didn't, and obviously some of them what we did know we don't. One of them we actually don't even know what they looked like, and obviously now we get some more descriptions on those characters also. But yeah, starting off with Avar Kriss, who we already knew about, but she'll be the I believe the main character in Soul's novel Light of the Jedi, which will kickstart the High Republic on August 25th. As of right now, who knows? That will be might change. But description for her says Var is the brightest, most noble example of Jedihood. She always tries to see the good in people and situations, and never puts herself first. She is invigorated about life on the frontier and the challenges it brings, and is an inspiration for those who work with her. She is compassionate, not dogmatic, and always ready to sacrifice herself over others. Avar Kriss is the best of the best. So yeah, obviously she'll be the main character, so obviously being the best of the best, makes sense there. But also kind of the example you'd think of a Jedi. What they're really supposed to be. because the ones we see in the prequels and whatnot are kind of, lost their way and are kind of what they say they are, the guardians of peace. I assume Avar is kind of like that, and obviously the Jedi of this era are, also just like that. But yeah, and then another character named Loden Greatstorm, which is a Twilight with like a yellow-ish lightsaber. Um, I don't know if it's the Twilight you saw on the cover of Flight of the Jedi or not, but his description says Loden is a Twilight Jedi Master and is considered to be one of the best teachers in the Jedi Order, strong and wise, with a good sense of humor. Loden looks at every moment as a learning experience, always trying to better himself and those around him, especially his Padawans. So yeah, he'll be, like I said, Jedi Master, whatnot, and I don't know if he was on the cover of Land of Jedi or not, but yeah. And then next, Keeve Trennis, who will be featured Kevin or Kavan Scott's Marvel ongoing comic series. But, yeah, her last name is the same as a character mentioned in Scott's audio drama, Dooku Jedi Lost, who is a female Jedi Master who left the Order and is part of the Lost 20. But, other than that, we don't know if they're the same character or not. I would say it's most likely that they are the same character because both are written by Scott. So yeah, but anyways, description for Keeve says Keeve is a young firebrand Jedi believed to have a great future ahead of her. If only she would believe it herself. Quick-witted and more impulsive than she should be, Keeve has only been a Jedi Knight for a few weeks and is a little starstruck around Avar, knowing many of the great things Chris has done in the past. She is determined to prove herself to Avar and other legendary Jedi stationed on Starlight Beacon. But first, she must learn to trust in herself as much as she trusts the Force. So yeah, then Stealing Geos, he was a human male. I don't know if he was on the cover of Light of the Jedi. All these characters I'm pretty sure we've seen in some of the concept images, but yeah, I'd have to go through the concept images again. But yeah, so don't know if he's the one we saw on the cover of Light of Jedi. They don't look similar though, and lightsabers are different. But yeah. Anyways, scripture for him says Stealing is an optimistic and well-respected Jedi Master. Stealing came up through the Order with Avar Kriss, and although they are often on different assignments for the Jedi or the Republic, when the two work together, they are a powerhouse team of two noble heroes in action. Strong in the Force and a natural teacher, Stealing is currently stationed at one of the Jedi Temple outposts on the distant planet of Kargon Viner. So yeah, and then finally the last character, Vernestra Vern Rao, who will be featured in Justina Ireland's A Test of Courage. So yeah, she's a female Mirlin. I probably butchered the name of the species, but yeah, which is a species Luminara Dolius from the prequels, or more from the Clone Wars, but yeah. Anyways, Scripture for Vern says Vern is a newly minted Jedi Knight. Vernestra Merlin was a Padawan to Stealing Geos. She works hard and is devoted to the Jedi Order, more so than most others her age. At 16, she is one of the youngest knights in a generation. She struggles to fit in with the adults while also setting a good example for the younger Jedi. So yeah, those are all characters what we know of right now in the High Republic. I would assume more main characters. Obviously we didn't get anything on the character from Into the Dark, but forget the character's name, but yeah, I would assume we'll probably be getting more information on the High Republic in the coming months, maybe. I don't know. All depends. But yeah. next week, I don't know what I'll be talking about, but I'll probably talk about something. But, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna end this one off here. I've been Star Wars Review, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Everything is about to change.